Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to recap the first of 3 games here of an eventful Saturday of college basketball. I'm here to talk about number 8 Kansas beating number 4 Houston, 78-65, dominating performance from the Kansas Jayhawks. It was a bit questionable to make them underdogs at home because, you know, they play much better at home than you say on the road. Just not a good game for Houston overall. They shot bad, 25-69, 36.2%. They had 25 more shot attempts than Kansas, but it doesn't matter when Kansas is shooting like this. 31-45, 68.9%, 6 of 13 from the field, 46.2% from 3, 6 of 13 from 3, 46.2%. I mean, when you're shooting 36.2% from the field for Houston, 9 of 29, 31.0% from the field, it's just going to be hard to win games, and they couldn't rebound the basketball, really. They got rebounded 42-25. They dominated the offensive glass. They got a lot of offensive rebounds, 14-8, but they got destroyed 34-11 on the defensive glass. Kansas done a really good job on the defensive glass. Their defense played well. And people in this game talking about, Houston's defense, but they just didn't play well. Gave up 68 from the field, 46 from 3, and they struggled to rebound. Got out rebounded by 17, gave up. It was a plus, plus 26? Wait. Plus, 25 on the offensive glass. Or defensive glass, excuse me. And Kansas shared the basketball really well. 20 assists on 31 made field goals. Houston had 14 assists on 25 made field goals. Kansas turned the basketball over a lot. So when you look at the stats, you're like, 17 turnovers. Surely Houston capitalizes. They just couldn't capitalize on most of those turnovers. Kansas was turning the basketball over a lot, but Houston wasn't able to do much. They didn't even turn the basketball over that much. They only turned over 2 times. They really struggled from the field. And LJ Cryer got going in the second half, but by then it was kind of too late. He really carried him the second half, had 21, 22 points. He had 21 points in that second half. But just nobody else really showed up for him. You didn't get much from Jamal Sheed. I mean, yeah, 7 points. He had 9 assists, but only 7 points. You need more from Jamal Sheed. LJ Cryer, 24 points, 3 assists. He showed up in the second half. Jawan Roberts, 11 points, 13 rebounds. Those 2 players I thought showed up. Sharp, 11 points. Tugler, 8 points, 8 rebounds. I thought he played pretty well off the bench, but it's just the shooting for Houston. They just didn't show up. They outscored 43-28. The first half, their defense just let a lot of uncontested shots for Kansas. A lot of open shots. And they got great games from their starting lineup. McCullers, 17 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. He had 1 or 2 steals. And another signature win for Kansas. Just an amazing win for them. They dominated the game from start to finish. And they got all of the contributions it needed. Dickinson and McCuller were great. Murphy came to play. KJ Adams was what they needed to be. Just a great performance overall. KJ Adams is a really underrated player for that team. I mean, yeah, McCullers had 5 turnovers, but hey, he still played a great game. KJ Adams, 10 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. He had a lot of great passes in this game. I think he's his career high in assists. Murphy, 17 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds. He's played really well since they inserted him to the starting lineup. Kansas has been a much different team since they put Johnny Murphy into the starting lineup. Dickinson, 20 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds. I believe he had 12 or 14 in the second half. So, y'all give Hunter Dickinson credit. I thought he played well. But I feel like he's a hyped average player. I don't think he's that good, though. But give credit where credit's due. He played Parker Brown, 5 points, 3 rebounds off the bench. DeJuan Harris, 7 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. It just felt like a weird game because you look at 17 turnovers, you're like, oh, surely Houston had a shot in this game. It was mostly that 10, 15 point range and never really ever got it back under single digits. After they cut it to 9 at some point in the first half, it just never got closer than 10. You look at 17 turnovers, you're like, oh, surely it's closer, but then you look at Houston's shooting percentages, 36% from the field, 31 from 3, and then Kansas is 68% from the field and 46 from 3. You're like, oh yeah, this is why this game was kind of a blowout. So, but an impressive win by Kansas. I know it was at home. It was just kind of questionable to make them underdogs at home against Houston when they've struggled on the road. But a big win for Kansas to improve to 18-4 in the season. Houston drops to 19-3. I just feel like every team's got exposed this year except UConn. It feels like UConn's the best team right now. It's just hard to win on the road in a fog out. It's Houston. I just don't know about Houston. Like sometimes they'll show you they're a legit team. Sometimes they'll play like they're that overrated team that you think they are. But it's a miracle. Houston only lost by 13. Because Kansas 60%, Houston 36%, Kansas 40-24 or something like that on the rebounds. But what saved them by losing by 30 points was turnovers, 18-2. Can't believe Kansas only had a 24% chance of winning this game. That was kind of wild. But prior to today, Houston held its previous 5 opponents to an average of 56 points per game, and Kansas just dropped 78 at home. A breathtaking offensive performance. Kansas dominated the paint as well, 46 points in the paint. They absolutely dominated. Hopefully, a Big 12 team steps up and provides the opportunity. So, good Q1 win. And they were shooting at like 70% at one point. It's like crazy. I think it's the most points the Houston Cougars have given up in a regular season game since like 2022, December 11th. So good win for Kansas. That's all I'll say here. So until next time out, peace.